So I have shared my screen, guys. Let me know if it is visible. Is it visible to everyone? My screen?
Yes.
Okay. So just to do a quick recap, like yesterday, we discussed about how to give single line comments. We also saw how do we declare string variables. String, int, float, we saw the use of what are the functions we saw yesterday? One was type function and one was print function. Right, so these things we discussed yesterday. Okay. Let's start with yesterday's example only. So we have three variables: name, age, and height. We are declaring the first variable Sam. Age is 27. Height is 5.8. Okay. And we were printing the three variables like this. Let's say we are giving the name as variables. Okay, so in this, as you can see, I have declared all the three variables in a single line. Okay, this is also allowed. You can do like this also. So I have saved it, and if I run this, so we are getting the output. Okay. Now, let's say I have declared another variable. Let's say date, and I'm giving the value as Sunday. Okay. And I'm printing here day. So if I run this, I'm getting an error, guys. If you see the error, day is not defined. Okay. So can you tell me why I'm getting this error? Although I have a variable day, right? It's not that I don't have.
Declare after print.
So day
Yes,
is not available while printing instead.
because it is reading from top to bottom. Okay. First it read this line, then it came to this line. Here it's trying to print day, but what is day? It is Python interpreter is not able to get it. What is day? Because it is declared later, so that is why we are getting this error. If we put this print statement after this declaration, then there will be no errors. Okay. What if we give some variable name which is not at all present? What are we going to get?
Not defined.
Yes, we're going to get this variable is not defined. Name, month is not defined. Okay. Now, this type of output is fine, but we have Sam 27 5.8 Sunday. But this is not clear actually. What is 27? What is 5.8? Okay. So what we can do, I want an output to be like this. Like my name is Sam. Age is then that 27, then a comma, and then height is 5.8, and today is day. How can we achieve this kind of output so that the user is also able to understand like what is 27, what is 5.8? Anyone has any idea how do we achieve this?
Using quotation marks.
We can, we can have these as string variables. Like my name is Sam, age is this. Okay, I will show you how. So inside this print statement, what we can do. Let's say we declare one variable a, and here I'm declaring this my name is. Okay, this is one variable. So what I can do, I can put it here. So it will print this my name is, and then it is going to print this name. Okay, so if I run this now, if you see this output, guys, we are getting my name is Sam, right? Similarly, we can have another variable be equals to like this, and I can give here uh, age is like this, and I can insert b over here. Okay, my age is Sam, my name is Sam, age is 27. Okay, so if you want to insert a comma, you can give a comma in the beginning like this, and then run it. My name is Sam, age is this. Okay, this is one way of doing it. But this is not looking that much good because
Danish,
yeah.
without defining, can you directly mention in print statement?
I was going to come to that only. So this does not look so much good. So what we can do inside print statement, I can just mention here, like in double quotes, my name is uh, name. Okay, so this is now one string variable directly we are writing in the print statement. And then I can write here comma age is this. So we have to put it in quotes, guys, okay? Because if we don't give quotes, then it will take the entire thing as a string, okay? When see name is not in quotes because this is a variable, okay? We don't need b here. Age is not in quote because this is a variable, okay? So I hope you are able to understand, guys.
Yeah.
So height is this, and yeah, is okay. Now we are removing these variables. These are not required. I'm doing it in a single statement. My name is Sam, age is 27, height is 5.8, and today is Sunday. Any doubt, any question here, guys? Anyone? Have you understood this? See, you can have simple questions also, does not matter, but feel free to ask your doubts and questions. Okay, it can be a simple question, it can be a difficult question. Fine. So what will happen? Let's say if I remove this common quotes here and I put a double quote here. What will be the output here, guys?
Just my name is name.
My name is name because this entire thing is a string now. Okay. So that is why if you run this, show you my name is name instead of Sam. So if you want the variables, we have to keep it separately. We cannot include it inside double quote like this. Is it clear, guys? Anyone having any doubt? Okay, so this was one way of doing it, but this does not look so like that much code. Okay, because we have quotes and again comma, again variable name. So we have some alternative in Python. So what is that alternative? So instead of okay, so if I have to remove all the variables name here, okay, like Sam, I have to remove. Okay, these are for placeholders. I'm just giving flower brackets where the value is going to fit in. So we have to pass these values, guys. So what we can do, we can use this method for format. And here we'll pass the variable name, like name, comma, age, comma, height. And comma date. Okay. This method is called format method. And this what we are doing, guys. We are just putting the entire thing into like we don't have that headache of giving a comma, separating the variable names. We are putting the entire thing in double quotes. Okay. And wherever we need to put the variable, we are giving a flower bracket. And inside format method, we are passing the values. Okay. So I run this. You see, we are getting the same out. And here, if I change the order, let's say I am putting day in the beginning and then name and age and height. So your output also will show like that. My name is Sunday, age is Sam. Okay. So based on the order that we are giving here, so first one it will pick and put it here. Second one it will put and it will put it in this bracket. Third one it will pick and it will put in this bracket. Is this clear, guys? This is called format method. And I think this format method was introduced in 3.6 version of the Python, I think. I hope it is clear, guys. Anyone having any doubt in this so far? Are we good?
Ramesh, for the
Ganesh,
format order is important, right?
Yes, for in format order is important.
uh, if we have we have four variables and we have given four in print statement. Okay, instead of that, I have five variables, but I want to pull only four of them. In that case, say for example, my name is Sam, age is 27, height is 5.8, and today is Sunday, and is the holiday.
Okay.
I don't want to populate any value in that. Just want to append some
Oh,
data
okay.
next to that.
Sure. So what you can do today, so I can mention here, my name is this, age is this, height is this, and today is this, and it is holiday, right? You just mention this, just in double quotes. Okay. So guys who are not, guys who are not speaking, guys, can you please go on mute a little bit? who are not speaking, please go on mute. I can hear some background noises. Yes, thank you.
You kept full dot instead of comma. Is that? Or
You can
just
give
a-
anything. You can. It's in double quote now. You can give anything.
Okay.
You can give anything. It does not matter. Okay. So so this is we can put it on the slide. Yep. Okay. So
Yeah,
In the
you have to
print
swap it.
statement,
You have to swap it.
hello.
yes, Satish.
In the first print statement,
Yeah.
the variable are put within the comma. It is mandatory to put the comma within the comma, the variable name.
No, actually, we are separating the different variables here. This is the first variable. This is the second
No.
variable.
No, within the comma, you have put the
Uh,
all the variable.
here you're telling this one,
No. First one.
this
First
one.
yes.
No, if
That is,
you see, if you print a single, if you have only a single variable, we just print day. Okay, no need of comma. If you have a single variable, but
okay.
if you want to print more than one variable, then you have to use comma.
Okay.
Okay.
पाइथन थ्रू बहुत अच्छी आती है पाइथन
Okay. So we were here. Okay, right? This one format method.
You have to correct it first. My name is Sunday 8K.
Sorry, which one?
Variable you have to align properly. Name, age, height, and
Oh,
date.
correct. So if yeah, so format method, even if you don't have this alignment, okay. Now you see, let's count it from 0. Day is 0. Okay, it comes index 0. Then name is index 1, age is index 2, height is index 3. Okay. So day is 0. So directly we can give a 0 over here. Today is 0 means today is this day variable will fit in here. Okay. And name is at first position, so I will give here 1. Age is at second position, I will give here 2. Height is at third position, I will give here 3. Okay. So now if I run this, see now it is fitting in the proper place. Understood, guys? Not understood?
We should not, no need of giving of open brackets after it is a holiday. If we are printing in
Because because there is no variable, right? It's just a constant value.
Okay.
Because we are not inserting any variable.
So Danish, one doubt. So this format method is part of strings method.
Format method is part of string. That's right. It's part of string. Yes.
Okay.
Guys, this format is got nothing to do with print statement. Okay, guys. What you can do, you can put it in a string variable like this. Okay, and so this is this entire thing is one string variable complete. Okay, and then you can just print this variable name here. Invalid syntax because we have not put let me now if I run this, see when we have sometimes when you have multi whenever single statement is extending to the next line is, so we give this one. Okay, this is a forward slash we give, so that to make it understand this is part of the same statement. Okay, this forward slash here. Fine, guys. Have you guys understood? Anyone having any doubt in this?
It's a dot format, not format, right? Mandatory is dot.
Yes, dot. Yeah, because this is a method. This format is a method used on a string variable. Okay, we will come to that method and all. So
Yeah.
right now, just understand this is just a format method using this, okay?
Yeah.
So we have this way, and the most popular way that is being used to print this kind of statement is called f-string method. Okay, guys, this is very simple method, f-string. So inside f-string, what we do, we have a similar thing only. Like this is the statement here. Let me give the same variable name. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. So in case of f-string method, guys, before you start the string in double quotes or single quote, give an f in the beginning, okay, f. And then inside flower brackets, you will directly pass the name of the variable. Name, age, height, and day. Okay, and we are going to print it. So if you see this third, this is for f string. Let me comment out the print statement. Okay, this is f string method. And if you see, we are getting the same output. So this is f-string method. So f-string method is very easy and to use as compared to other methods. Very simple. Just put an f, and wherever there's a variable, put it into flower brackets. That's it.
What happens if we don't put an F?
If you don't put f, it will take it the entire thing as a string. It won't print any variable. It will print it as it is.
Okay.
एक परफेक्ट होना चाहिए पता नहीं
Okay. So are we clear, guys, with f-string method, with format method, and with a normal print statement separated by commas like this, what we have done here?
Danish, for f string, there is no concept of indexing, right?
No, no index.
Okay.
Hope it is clear, guys. Everyone, can we move on to the next topic? Okay. So I'm starting a new file. So let's say we have one variable called 10 and another variable called 20. Okay. Now, it's a very common interview question, guys. So I just wanted to discuss on this. How will you swap these two variables? Okay, I want so A is 10, B is 20. In the output, I want A as 20 and B equals to 10. Can anyone tell me how can we achieve this?
A comma B equals to B comma A.
This is a very common thing in like this is a unique thing in Python. Not allowed in Java at least. So you can just do A comma B equals to B comma A. So when the interviewer is asking this question, he wants to check whether do you know the concept of this? Like we can do a comma and then we can put on the right hand side, we can just reverse it. Okay. Convention here f string after swapping A is this and B is okay, and I will copy the same thing here and we will mention here before swapping. Swapping of two numbers. So if I run this, so before swapping A is 10, B is 20, after swapping A is 20, B is 10. Okay, there's nothing too much to understand here. Okay, this works internally, how it is swapping. Okay. This is fine. You can do it. We just need to know. Okay, this is one way of doing it. Okay. Now, apart from this, guys, what else? The interviewer might tell you that I don't want this shortcut. Give me some other way of doing it. How are you going to do it, guys?
Using temporary
Using the
variable.
third variable.
Using a third variable. Let's say using third. Okay, how are we going to do this using third variable?
By storing the value of a into third variable and then assigning it b value.
Okay, you are saying, so let's say this is a third variable called temp. I'm assigning the value of a to this, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, so what is happening? Okay, fine. I will show you on a different way. So this is assigning, I'm assigning a to temp, and then what we are doing?
We can assign it
B to A.
equals to b.
A equals to b, and then
Then B equals to 10.
b equals to 10. Okay, and I will print the same. I will use the same print statement here before swapping after swap. Before swapping H20 B is 10, after swapping H20 B is 10. Have you guys understood this? Who has not understood it? Anyone? Anyone who has not understood this? Is it clear to everyone?
Before
Danish,
swapping
if you
A,
write
can you
print
go to
statement
output?
after B, then it makes more sense, right?
Sorry, print statement after?
After B, assigning B value, then it makes more sense. The third print statement.
This one you are saying?
Yeah, this if you write it after B equals to 20.
Okay, yeah, so that is right. Correct. Okay. Okay, this is when A is 10, B is 20, and after swapping A is 20, B is 10. We're just using a temporary variable. We are assigning A to this, and so the value of A stored in temp, and then we are so now since we have the value A saved in temp, so we can assign the value of B to A, and then now the value of B goes to A, and then we are assigning the value of A which was stored in temp to B. It's very simple, guys. Okay. Now, can we do it another way without using a temporary variable, without using a third variable?
Yes, we can use the b equal to a plus b.
Okay, we can use B equals to A plus B.
Mm, In in the bracket minus b, minus b.
Where in the bracket?
B equal to in the bracket a plus b bracket close minus b. in that
Okay.
type.
A plus B and then minus B.
And similarly,
A equals to
not well. Because now the
And
value of B change.
okay. So after the statement, let's say I'm reassigning these values. Or fine, there is no need of reassigning. Let it be 20 and 10. Okay. Here. So before swapping is okay. So what is happening here, guys? Before this before this statement, let's say I'm assuming the value of A is 20 and B equals to 10. Okay. Now here, once we do this operation A plus B minus B, so rather than that, let's make it a little bit simpler calculation so that everyone can understand. Okay. So what we are doing, guys, B equals to A plus B. Okay. After this statement, what will be the value of A? Once this
20.
statement 20. And what will be the value of B, guys?
30.
30.
30. Okay. A is 20, B is 30. Okay. Now what we have to do? Now we want the value of, let's say, A. Okay, I want A to be, what is my target? A should be 10, right, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So what shall I do here? B minus A will give me 10.
Yes.
Okay. So after this statement, the value of A is 10.
Yes.
And what is the value of B, guys?
30.
30. And sorry, 30 only, right? Because we are not
Yes.
changing B here. Are we changing
Yeah.
B? We are not
Yeah,
changing
yeah,
B
yeah.
here. Now, what will we do? We need B's value to be as 20, right? So we'll do a 30 minus B minus A.
Yes.
Okay. So now the value is changed. Now I can use my this statement after swapping. So before swapping, A is 20 and B is 10. After swapping, A is 10 and B is 20. Okay, guys. So this is a very common interview question. Sometimes they will just ask it test your thing. Okay. So I hope this is clear to everyone, guys.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone having any doubt, please let me know. Okay. Fine. So this swapping thing is done. So now, in this, let's say I have a string as a number which has 23 in this. Okay. I hope, guys, I am not going too fast. You are able to get it. If I'm going too fast, please let me know. Okay. If you want me to stop somewhere, give some more time to explain, do let me know. Okay. Conversion of okay. So we have declared a variable, guys, str number. The value is 23. Okay. If I do print a type of this string number, can you tell me what will be the output?
String type.
String.
str,
Class
right?
string.
Class string. Okay. Now I want to do an addition. I want an output like whatever is the value, like it's 23, right? I want to add 10 to this. Okay, add 10 to str number. How are we going to do this? I want the value to be 33 here. Okay. So in this case, what you have to do, you have to convert this to integer. Okay, guys, so how do we convert, let's say, number, and I will just use this int function here and put this variable name inside it. Okay. After doing this, if you try to check the data type of the number, see now it is class integer, right? Now I can add 10 to this. Okay. I can do it in the print statement also. Okay, print statement we can do it. We can just take this number and do a plus 10 here only. Is it clear, guys? Any doubt in this?
Yes, it's clear.
Let's say in this string, instead of 23, I have one variable also 23a. Okay. Now if I try to run this, to give me an error. Why? Because a is not a digit, it's not a number. That is why when you try to convert a string to an integer, make sure that all are numbers. There should not be anything except numbers. Okay. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
The exception here. Okay. Now, I want to convert this integer back to string. Okay. So we have this number is 23, the value of the variable 23. I want to convert this string back to integer. So what I'm declaring another variable here. And here I will just use this str function, okay? And I will put this value number. Type of. Okay, we have an error because we have not removed this here from here. Now, if I run this, see now it again turned back to a string. So here, what have we learned, guys? We have learned how to convert string to integer and integer to string. This we are doing string to using this int function, and we are converting this integer to string using str function. Clear, guys? So far, any doubt, anyone? Now suppose I want to convert this number string to a float value. Okay, I want to convert this to a float value. So I can use this function float and will pass number string. Okay, so you can print value is this and data type is this. Okay, so what is the value? Value is float now. and data type is type of this float number. I run this now. So value is 23.0 and data type is class float. Okay. So we have also seen conversion to float. Clear guys to everyone?
Can you please repeat last one?
This conversion to float, how we are converting it to float?
Yeah.
Same thing, like, so for converting to integer, we have this int function. For converting to string, we have str function. For converting to float, we have this float function. You give float, this is the keyword, and you inside bracket, you give the variable that you want to convert. Okay. And here we are using f string to print the value and the type, data type of this.
Okay.
Okay. What if, let's say, instead of float underscore num, I want to just assign the value float over here. There's a variable name. Okay. So if I do this for float num, this is fine. This is not able to locate this one. Can the floor str in function take more than? Can the float or str in function take more than one arguments? Okay, so the question is, can they take more than one argument? So one minute, let me convert it back. So if more than one argument, I am also not sure. Let's check. Okay, whenever you have any doubt whether how many parameters this is going to take and all, you just go here in this shell where we started the new file, right? So here it will show you idle shell 3.10.3. Okay. So what you can do, you can just type here help, and you can type the, let's say I want to find about this int function. Okay. So a help and that int function. So if you go inside this, we should have, so it will give you a syntax how you can use it. Okay. So if you see this, guys, like this belongs to class integer and this is the int function. Okay. So here it is telling you, you can use a single parameter as the next that we are using. We are using this, okay, x and base equals to 10. So by default, it is taking base as 10. Okay, base as 10 means it is taking it as a decimal value. Now the value of base can be different. If you can see, the base defaults to 10. Okay, but the value of base can be so these many R0 to 36. Okay. So this this is also a different base. Okay, base as 0. So this value might be in a different there are different formats, right? Decimal, hexadecimal, octal. So those things can come into picture if you go into different bases. Okay? So there is an option that it can take more than one argument, but we don't want to, this is not required. We don't want to go into depth into this because then we have to, revisit our computer science fundamentals and all. Okay. And these questions also are, they're not that important and neither they are asked in interviews and all. Okay. But if you want to see the details of any function, guys, just type help and the function name, you will get the details. Okay, and this, as you learn more, then you will be able to read this documentation, understand it because initially you will read it, it will go over your head. Okay, but after sometimes it will make some sense to you. Okay, because this thing is a class. Okay, Now we will be confused class and what is this? This is a constructor and all. So we as we progress, we will be able to make it will make more sense to you. Okay, on this. Okay, so I hope that is clear, Aniruddha, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So we come here now. Now see the variable names that we are giving here, guys. Float, num, number, string. So what if I give, the variable name as one float underscore num? What if I give the variable name as like this? I start with a digit, okay, with a number and then the variable name. So when we will do like this, so we are getting an error, syntax error. Okay. There are some rules that we have to follow while giving a variable name. Okay. So you see this when we are starting the variable name with a one over here, it is giving me invalid decimal return. Okay. So if I remove this, this is going to work fine. Okay, I will not disturb this. Let it be here. I will copy this and then I will show you. Okay, so this is fine. Let's take our variable name as A and then a dollar. Okay, I'm giving this 2030. But if I print this A dollar, invalid syntax. Okay, so this is also not allowed. So if I give here some keywords like if equals to 30 and I want to print this if, giving me invalid syntax. Okay, but if I give here A equals to 30, print A, so this is going to work fine, no problem. Okay, so what are those rules, guys? So I have noted it down in a single notepad. I will just show you that. Rules for identifiers. Okay. So I hope this is big enough, or let me make it bigger. Okay. Guys, so if you see this, so these variable name, they come under identifiers. Okay. So identifiers, it can be variable name, function name, class name, etc, etc. Okay. So these are some rules for identifiers. So what is the first rule, guys? It must contain at least one character. Our variable length, our variable should contain at least one character. Okay, because if you don't give any character, then we cannot have a variable name only, right? We should at least have one character, any one character. Okay. Second rule is the first character must be alphabetic letter or the underscore. Okay, the first character must be alphabetic or the underscore. So when we are giving here as 1A, this was failing, right, guys? If you remember, because it is against the rules. Against which rule, guys? Which one is applicable here in this? Right? The first character must be alphabetic or the underscore, right? So here this is not an alphabetic. We are giving a decimal value. Now, if I make this as underscore, is this a valid or invalid, guys? This variable name? Valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid, right? Yeah, because the first character can either be a alphabetic letter or the underscore. Okay. Now guys tell me, if I give only underscore, is this a valid or invalid variable name?
Valid.
Valid?
No, it's invalid. We should have at least one character.
So this is also a character, right? Underscore is also a character.
Okay.
Character means it does not means it should be alphabet. Can be any character that is allowed in the
Yes.
between. Right. So if I run this, allowing me, right? No errors. I'm not getting any errors. Right. So what about the remaining characters? Maybe alphabetic characters, upper or lowercase, the underscore or a digit. Okay, so these characters are allowed, remaining characters. First character should be alphabetic or underscore, and the rest of the characters can be alphabetic, it can be a digit, or it can be underscore. No other characters, including spaces, are permitted in identifiers. Okay, no other characters, including spaces, are permitted in identifiers. So if I give here variable name as, let's say I'm giving his first space num. Okay, this will not be allowed because it is telling me no other characters, including space, are permitted in identifiers. What about this guy? If I give here a first dollar num, is this going to work? By seeing these rules, can you answer this?
No.
Oh.
Dollar is the special character.
Yeah, because what characters are allowed? Alphabetic, digit,
Underscore.
underscore. Okay, so that is why if you run this, we'll get an error, invalid syntax. Okay, and what if we give if here if equals to 30? So if will come under this reserve word. Okay, the last condition, reserve word cannot be used an identifier. So there are many reserve words. So we can see them by here, if you type keywords, we will just find some of them here. Okay, help keywords. So here you will see these reserve words, guys. Okay, if you try to use any one of them as a identifier variable name, it is going to give you error. Okay, guys. So these are some of the rules of identifiers. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so far what have we covered today? It has been an hour. So we started with the format method of printing. Format method. We saw f string. What else have we covered today, guys? Format, f string,
Swapping,
swapping of two numbers,
conversion,
swapping of two numbers, conversion of
data
interconversion
type.
of data type line. What else we have covered?
And the rule of identifier.
Rules for identifiers. I hope we are good till this is. Any doubts in these topics that we have covered so far?
Danish, I think yesterday you told you'll cover about print, sep and end methods.
I will start this. Once we are good with this, then we will look into that.
Okay.
Okay, so if we are good with this, then we can go to that print and sep method. Okay. Let's start a new file. Here we are going to learn about end and sep keyword. Okay, so let's say we have I want to take this variable. Let's copy this here. Print name, print age, print height. Sequence D2. Sep. Okay, so if I run this, guys, see each print statement is printing in a new line, right? This is first line, this is second line, this is third line. So the default behavior of print statement is like at the end of each print statement, automatically it will insert one new line. Okay. And so this, so the default value. But before I start this, I have to cover one more thing, right? Okay, because you will not be able to understand this. Let's say I have a print statement, and I am printing here. My name is yeah. Let's say my name is Nidhi. Okay, DIH. I am printing this. Let me comment out the others. So if you have you want to comment out more than one line, guys, just use this triple quotes. Okay. So this entire thing is this is like triple quotes, guys. You can have, actually it's not a multi people call it a multi-line comment. So you can take this as a string also. Okay, when a string is extending in more than one line, you can put it into triple quotes. So this entire thing is a block of string. Okay, or you can call it a multi-line comment also, like whatever you're comfortable with. Fine. So I'm printing here. My name is Nidhi. Okay, I run this. Fine. So by mistake, I just entered this, let's say backslash. Okay. Inside this double quotes inside this string. Okay. Now if I run this, can you see the difference in output here, guys? What this backslash n did here.
It's create new lines.
Yeah, it just, it did not printed, it ignored this n, right? It did not printed Nidhi, but after it went to a new line and print IDHI. Okay. Instead of Nidhi, let's say the name was Midhi, MIDHI. Okay. I hope there is no participant called Nidhi, right? Oh, fine. So if I do this and I run it, this is running fine. No problem with this. Okay. But if I give n here, I'm just doing this. And if I give a t here, it's giving me this much space. Okay. So when you have this backslash n, okay, in this is standing this, when you give this, Python will automatically will interpret this as new line. Okay, backslash n is for new line, guys. Similarly, backslash t is for a tab. You have tab in your keyboard, right? You press tab, you give some space, 4 or 5 spaces. So when it encounters this in a string, it will take it as a new line or a tab. Okay. And if you want to skip this, if you want to, you want to, you know, override the default behavior, you can put one more quote there, backslash here. Okay. And if I run now, you see this is printing one backslash. Okay. If you want to skip it, but if you have a quote like this, backslash and automatically it will take it to the new line. So that is why when we were running this here, it is taking backslash n as one character. It has a special meaning, that is a new line. So it goes to the new line and prints the rest of the characters here. And that is why when you give a t here, this backslash t has a special meaning, that is a tab character. So it is just printing a tab here. Okay. Is this clear, guys? Any doubt on this? Is n
Danish,
backslash
I didn't
n?
understand about just slash.
You haven't understood this concept?
I didn't understand about just forward slash.
Only forward slash?
Yeah, without yeah.
Okay, so this is the only forward slash as, so See, if forward slash is associated with these characters, okay, then only it will have
Okay.
special meanings. If we have some other characters, it will take it as a normal string. It has got nothing. So M has got no special meaning. Okay. So if you see, it will print it as it is. But when
Okay.
this is clubbed with this just is followed by N or T, then it has got special meaning. That is a new line in a tab.
Okay. What will happen if you write double slash n?
If you write double slash N, then it will override the default. So when we do this, okay, what is the default behavior? This is the
Will
default
basically,
behavior.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. If you don't want this default behavior, you want to escape this. It's called escaping. You want to escape this special behavior of Python, then you give one more slash just to tell, okay, this is we want to skip the default behavior that is present.
Okay.
Okay. This is it. Any other doubt, guys? Anyone? Okay.
What if, Danish,
yeah.
what if I have a name as Nidhi and I want it to it next line? How do I achieve it?
I have the same question, right?
What is the question?
What if the name is Nidhi and I want to that Nidhi to come in next line?
You want it to come in the next line, right? You
Yeah.
You give one more N, right?
Okay.
Okay. This is one way of doing it. My name is in this. Okay. Other ways we'll find out right now by seeing this different behaviors in Python statement. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let me comment out the first 3 lines here. Okay. So yeah, I was coming to this end and sep keyword, guys. Okay. So default value for end, okay, is a new line \n. So that is why this is the default value, guys. This is what is happening. That is why it is printing a new line. It is printing printing each variable in a new line. Okay. This we are not this if you just see here help and this print function over there. So if you see this guy here, where it is, I don't want this. Sorry for mention. No, not if I give this. So if you see this guys, this print, this is the function. These are we are passing the values over here, right? And then we have 2 parameters. You see this step and end. So by default, guys, the value of end is a new line, which we are not. Which that is why it is printing each variable in a new line because this is the default value. Okay. And if you want to override this default value, I don't want to print a variable in new line. I just want to separate it by giving 1 star. Okay. So I can just give a single star over here. I'm changing the default value of end parameter. If I print this. Now you see instead of new line, it is printing a star at the end of each variable. Have you understood, guys, this? How we are overriding the default value of end?
Yes.
If front slash n means end of that statement, no?
No, \n means end of the statement you are saying?
Yes, backslash n. Then
And it's like after printing this variable, what shall it do? That value we are passing with end.
shall I place \n here? at the
Ah,
place.
yes, because it will print the same thing. That is the default value. Even if you don't do a \n, the value of end is \n only.
No, my question is why to put that end instead of \n.
No, in case if you want to do some formatting, you don't want all the name, age, and height in different lines. You want it in the same line, separated by a star or a hyphen, or without any characters. You want them to be sticking to each other in a single line.
Okay.
In that case,
Okay. So otherwise I can print like print name and \n, right? For separate lines. Why to put end?
no. If you don't want to put ends, don't put an end. It will automatically print each in a new line,
Okay.
right?
Mhm. Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone, any other doubt, guys? In this?
Not for that.
Okay, so what if yes, so what if, guys, okay, so this wasn't different, right? If I'm printing each variable in the same line, edge, okay. So if you see, guys, on this output, each variable is separated by a single space, right? Where the single space is coming from. So inside print statement, there's a keyword called sep as well. And the default value for sep is a single space. It is a single space. Okay. If you want to override this default value, then you can just I have given us like a string without any space. Okay. So if I do this, and run it, you see, see, there's no space now. I have because we have overridden the default value, right, of this space. Okay, you can give anything if you want. You want to insert an and between each this 4 ampersand sign between each variable, then you can just run like this. Clear, guys? And sep.
Sir, please repeat sep once more.
Sep is like when you are printing the variables in the same single print statement, name, age, and height. Okay. Then between each variable, there is a single space. That is the default behavior. So if I remove this, see, between each variable, there is a single space, guys. Right now, let's suppose I want to override this default space between each variable. So I want to insert an 4 ampersand sign between each variable. So we can do like this using this sep keyword.
Can we use /t double quotes so that we
Yes,
can add the tab?
yes, why not? You can give a /t. You can give a /n as well. /n will print in the new line. Clear, guys? Any doubts so far?
And in this statement, if you want to add a comma between name, age, and height, in single quote we can give and we can run that same.
Yes, we give a comma, it will print comma 5.
No, other than having slash t, if you want to add comma also as well. Next to name, comma, and single quote comma we can give there.
No, I didn't get your question. So
So
you
the
want
statement sep equal to double quotes slash t,
slash t.
and you can remove the comma.
Okay.
And I want, though I will be splitting the data name, age, and heights. I want to add a comma also into that every between of them.
Oh, you want to add a comma as well as tab. You want to add two
Yes,
characters?
yes. In that case, we can use the double string comma in the between name and age.
You are saying this, huh? You like
Yes.
you want to start a comma
And
here.
comma, we can use that. It will
Then what will
transfer.
no? But then what will happen now? Between name and this comma also there will be a tab.
Understand. But addition to that, we have other space also, comma also.
Right. So
You got
if you run this, so see there will be a space after comma because this is a one variable, this is a different variable.
Understand. Got it.
Okay, guys. Any other doubts, guys, in this sep and end in this print statement?
No.
Okay. So we have covered this. Sep and end keyword. Okay. Now, so far, guys, we are hard coding these values. Okay. Now, I want to take input from the user. I want the user to give me any name. Okay. I don't want to hard code this. So for that, we have a input function. For taking input from the user. Okay. You give here input and print this name. Okay. Let me save this input function. So if I go down. So input problem here is I'm not seeing any statement. I just have to print at the end and I'm printing Sam here and it prints Sam for me. Okay. But this is not a good way of doing it. Okay. So instead of like because we are not sure wherever shall we enter the name, right? Because we have to scroll down on here. So instead of that, if we can have some message like this, enter your name. Right? This will be better, right? So if I run this, now I'm getting a prompt, enter your name, and I can just click here and I give my name here and it's going to print this. Okay, guys, is this clear input function? Sure. Enter your name. There's Nilesh. Printing my name is Nilesh. Any doubt in this, guys? Anyone?
No.
Please repeat, sir, one more time.
So this input function, it takes input from the user. So here we are passing the message, enter your name. So when you run this, it will display in the console, enter your name. You just click here and then you enter whatever name you want. Okay. I'm giving Rashmi here. My name is Rashmi. Okay. Just similarly, I want the user to enter, let's say, first num, enter the first number. And I want another, no, I want one more input. So it's a best practice, guys. The variable name that we are giving, that should be meaningful. And if it contains more than one word, okay, separate it with an underscore. That is the best practice while declaring giving a variable name. Okay. And I want to perform addition of these two numbers. And I want to print sum of number this and this is this. Okay. So what shall I give here? Sum of numbers, first num and second num is this. Yeah, guys. So if I run this, enter your name, I have to comment it out, no problem. I'm giving Sam here. Enter the first number is 12, enter the second number is 12, and the result is 1212.
Result will be 12 into 12. Or
That is not addition, right?
It is act like a concat.
I think it is taking a string value.
12
Input
plus
method.
2.
Yes, guys. So what is happening here? It is doing a concatenation, right? 1 2 plus 1 2. Why this behavior? So always remember,
Strings.
always remember this input function reads any value and returns it as a string. Okay. So what shall I do to convert this string back to an integer?
Int function.
Now, guys, is it giving me the proper output? 24.
Yes.
Have you understood this, guys? Anyone having any doubt?
So we are just informing that it is integer value so that it can be added.
Yes. So whatever after input, it is read. It read it as a string, and then when before assigning it to first num, we are converting this to integer here. Okay. If you want, you can do it here, or if you don't want to do it in this state over here, so it's better to do here only. But if you don't want to do it here, you can also do it while performing the addition. Like here, you can just make it as int. And also you can make it as int. Twenty-one, let's say 32, this is 56. Clear, guys? Any doubt in this?
we can't give this int together for both first num and plus num second,
No, because they are two different statements, right?
not at the end of add also.
No, if you do add, but before adding, they are strings, right? It will concatenate. And then if you want to convert this 1 to 1 to, then that you will get 1 to 1 to only as an integer. If you change the value of add, change the data type of add. I hope you got it. This, yeah.
Yes, bhai.
Okay. Any other doubt? Yeah. Okay, this was about input function. So we learned about input function also today. This input function. Okay, so we have almost covered today. What if let's say see, input is a function. How do you know it's a function?
Because the color of the input.
Yeah, that is
is
one.
changed.
That is one. And before using it, see, we have these brackets, right?
Yes.
If you see all the functions, they will have this bracket. So far, the functions that we have covered type, right? Type is also having bracket. Input is also having bracket. Print is also a function, right? Print is also having brackets. So always remember, function always has a bracket. Okay. So now we have covered in float, converting, use for identify, print, string format, control code also, numbers. Yep, now we can see some. Yes. Now heading to new body. Know something about expressions, okay? So when you are performing, let's say we have a number as 10 and a second number as 20. Okay, so technically speaking, these 10 and 20, right? They are called literals, okay? They are called literals. And since this 10 is an integer value, it will be called as integer literal. Okay. And if we have a value, let's say this is 20.0, this is a float literal. So instead of values in technical terms, they are called literals. Now, when we perform some operations on these literals, okay, some operation, let's say A and B are there, I am performing an addition of them. A plus B. Okay, and I'm storing the result here. So this addition that we are doing, so this we can say it's a kind of expression. Okay. Like any operation involving operations involving literals. Now what called expressions? So what kind of operations we can consider? In this case, we are doing an arithmetic operation. Okay. So standard 20 and okay. So I hope you are clear with literals and expressions. Next, let's say we have something A plus B into or instead of this, let's say I have some values 10 plus 20. Okay, but before that, what do we have? Yep, we have to look into this operators. So guys, so we are done with at least some basic. We have the ground. Okay, we know variables, and we know different print statements. Also, we are doing. So these were the very basic guys. Okay, we have lots and lots to cover. These are just the baby steps that we have to. Okay. Now we will see the different operators that are present in Python. Okay, guys. So first, we will check about arithmetic operators. So let's say we have numbers 10 and 20, and we will perform some basic arithmetic operations on this. Addition, we all know a plus b. Sub, we also know a minus b. Multiplication is also a star b. And for division, we have a by b. For what do you call quotient, right? Quotient, I hope you guys know guys from our school days, quotient and remainder. So a by b, and let's say modulus, a mod b. What else do we have in operators, arithmetic operators? Plus, minus, star, slash, mod, and a double star is also there. Okay, and this is like well, or we can say a. Okay. Let me make BS2 so it will be easier to understand. Then we can print the same. Print sum is this. Okay, we have sum, we have diff, we have product, we have division, we have quotient. What else do we have? We have you can call it a modulus or a remainder. And then we have a to the power b like that. Okay, this is not required. I'll just copy the variable name here, guys. In my print statement, guys, I have missed something. Can anyone point out what I have missed? Which is going to
F.
What is it? F, right? What have I missed, guys?
F dot.
F.
F, right? Yeah. Maybe this will not work.
Hey, this is Bashir.
Yes, Bashir.
Yeah, I'm a friend of Gaurav. So I too was interested in Python. Sorry to interrupt in the middle.
Yes, Bashir, please go ahead. So you have joined now?
Yeah, I've joined just now.
Oh, okay. So fine. We have like 20-25 minutes of the class left. Like we are in the flow. Like we have almost come out 1.5 hours, Bashir.
So introduction was today?
No, yesterday we had the demo class.
Okay.
And today we are having a proper class.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. Please go ahead. I'll be listening.
Okay, sure. So if I run this here, So see this sum, I think sum we all understand, difference we all understand, right? Product also we all understand, 10 into 20. Division we all understand, it's like 10 by 2 gives you 5.0. Quotient is like, the quotient part. Okay. Reminder is 0 here, a mod b giving a reminder 0. And this is the power, a to the power, like 10 to the power 2, that is giving you 100. Okay, guys, any doubt in this, the different operations that we did? Any question on this? If you see the output, guys, the different values, can you find any difference in the output, like for any like data type, anything?
Yes, there is a
Yeah, we
difference
can print.
between-
Yes, please go ahead one at a time.
Yeah, we can print only sum. Sum is add y. I get my question.
We can print only some.
Only sum.
I
We
didn't
already
get.
mentioned the add. Sorry.
You are saying we don't want to print this sum is we only want to print only add.
Yeah.
Definitely. But see, there will be so many values, right? 12, 8, 25. How will you understand which one is for what?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So my question was regarding the data type of the result that we are getting, guys. Okay. So is for what are the data types of the result? Can you see from by seeing the just the output here?
Integer and float.
Okay. How many floats are there?
Only one.
only one.
Only one. Okay. Okay. Now, if I change the value of, so a equals to 10 is and both our inputs are integer, right, guys? 10 and 2. Both are integers. Right?
Yes.
If I make one as float. Now one is float, one is an integer. So will these operations work? Plus, minus, multiplication, division.
I think yes.
I think yes. Okay, let's run this. What is the difference in the output now?
Just
All
added
the
zero
value
no,
become
float.
that.
Everything
converted
comes
into float.
as float.
Output is also float.
Yes, all the outputs are now coming as float value. Right? And this only one output was a float value. Okay. So this rule, guys, this can be this kind of question can come in a multiple choice type. Okay. Always remember this rule. Like when you perform arithmetical operation between integer and float, result will always be float. Okay. Result will be a float value. Okay. And when you perform between integer and integer, what will be the result, guys?
Division must be float.
Will be an integer value with the exception
Division.
in division. Okay, except in division where the value will be float. Hope we are clear here, guys.
Yes, bye.
Okay. Now let's make a new file here and let's say we have a variable result and I am trying to perform some operations. When into 2 plus 3 minus 4 and divide by let's say 7 and then a power of 2. What will be the value for this? P1. This is like different operators clubbed together, right? Say precedence of operators. Sorry. Yes, guys. Can anyone take a guess? What will be the other? Let's make not make it this big. First start with a simple values. Okay, not this much. Okay, I'm removing this. Now it is let's make it instead of divide by 7, I'm dividing it by 2. Can anyone take a guess? What will be the output for this?
21.
21. Let's run this. Will it be a float value or integer value?
Should be integer.
Why? We have a division operator right in between.
It should be float.
Should be float.
So let's run this. 21.
But
Okay. So how did you come up with 21? Can you explain to everyone?
multiply 10 by 2. 10 multiplied by 2.
Okay, so for first statement we are getting as 10 by 2. So we have 20 and then plus 3 minus 4 by 2. Right? Next.
Divide by 4 by 2.
Okay, then you are going by divide. Why addition and subtraction will not happen first?
Yes.
Minus 2. And then we have 21, right?
20
This is
plus
simple.
1. Yes.
Okay, so what is the rule you're following here? First you did multiplication and then you did division. What about if I have another multiplication over here?
Both multiplication will be done at same time.
Both
So
will
first
be
we
done at
should
this.
perform division, right?
Both will happen at the same time. Now, if I run this, we are getting off as 19. Are they following the BODMAS rule that you all learned in the school?
Yes.
BODMAS?
First 4 by 2.
First 4 by, you are doing first 4 by 2. Okay, let me remove this then. So we have 10 into 2 plus 3 minus 4 by 2, right? So gives you 2.
Yes. Yeah.
And then 2 into 2. Okay. Then
20 plus 3
20 plus 3
minus 4.
minus 2 into 2 minus 4.
23 minus 4 is 19.
3 minus 4 is 19. Okay. This is clear. You are saying BODMAS rule, it is following here. Okay. What if I have something in bracket here?
First bracket.
First bracket will happen, right? So it will be 10 into 5.
Yes.
So 10 into 5 minus 4 by 2. So here we will get
50 minus 4.
So here we are going to get 10 into 5, right?
Yes.
Minus 4 by 2 into 2. And then you are saying it will be 4 by 2 gives you 2, 2 into 2, 4,
Yes.
right?
4. Yeah.
Here it will be 4 and here 50. So 50 minus 4 will give you 46, you are saying?
Yeah.
That is what you're getting. Okay. But guys, in this, actually, BODMAS rule is not followed here. So it has got its own rule. So let's say you are saying this, right? There is something called precedence, and there's something called precedence, okay? Precedence, or we can say precedence, or let's say priority, which one will be executed first, okay? So the rule here is Let me make it bigger. So you see these operators 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they all have the same precedence: multiplication, division, modulus, and quotient. Okay. For example, in this case, let's say we have here this one, right? So if you give something like this, 5, or let's say 20, a modulus of 10. Okay. 20 modulus of 10. Yeah. So in this case, what will happen? So since these operators, right, multiplication, division, modulus, and quotient, they are having the same precedence, like same priority. All are having the highest priority. Then which one will be executed first, right? So that is called that is called associativity. Okay, associativity. Like when we have operators of same priority, which one will be executed first? Okay, so the rule for associativity is, guys, left to right. See, they have mentioned associativity and mentioned left. So whatever comes in the beginning, that will be executed first. Okay, so here if you see modulus, multiplication, division, they all having the same precedence. Okay, but what will happen? Whatever comes first, that will be executed first. Okay, so in this case, what will happen? Which one will be executed first here?
Modulus
Modulus, right? So what will be the value for this?
0.
0. Okay. 0 star, and then we have 2 plus 3. But here we are making one mistake, guys. Like apart from this, brackets will always be executed first. Okay, no matter about whatever operators are here. So instead of this, the first statement that will be executed will be the bracket one.
Yes.
Okay, so it will be 2 plus 3 here. That will give you 5. This is the first one that will be executed. Okay, and then we have 5 minus 4 by 2 into 2. Next step, now this modulus, division, multiplication, they all have the same priority. So whichever comes first will be executed first. So 20 mod 10 will give you a value of 0. So you're doing a 0 star of 5 minus 4 by 2 into 2. Okay. Next step, again, this comes first. So this will be executed first, multiplication, and they are having the same precedence. So 0 into 5 will give you a 0. And then we have 0 minus 4 by 2 into 2. Okay. So next will be 0 minus. So this one comes first, guys. So
Yes.
4 by 2, what will be the value here?
2 into 2 is 4.
2.0, right? It will be a float value.
Yeah.
And then we have the value, then it will be 0 minus
4.0.
Yeah, and then we have minus 4 as the answer. Clear, guys, how this works?
Perfect.
Okay, so this I will share this document with you. You can keep it handy. Like this is for precedence. Okay, which one will be executed first and which one and associated with. Okay, guys. Any doubt in this, guys? Anyone?
No.
Okay, so these are called, guys. These are arithmetic operators. Okay. Now we have different types of operators. This one that we saw, these were arithmetic operators. So I'll just mention here arithmetic operators we have covered. Next we have something that we called you can call it a comparison operator or relational operators. We use it interchangeably. This can be called a comparison or relational operators. So let's say we have variable A as 10 and B as 20. Okay, I want to compare the value of A and B. Which one is greater? Is A greater than B? And I want to store the result here in result. Okay. So what are the comparison operators? One is greater than that we are seeing right now. Save it as, I'm calling it a relational operator. Oh, we are not printing it, right? We have to print it. So we're getting a value as false case. Okay, because A is not greater than B, right? And if you try to see the data type of this variable result, what does it show, guys?
Boolean.
Bool. Okay, so bool stands for Boolean, and Boolean can have only two values. Either it can be a true or it can be a false. True or false. Okay. And if you see all so false F is capital, guys. Okay. So if I want to declare a Boolean value, let's say I'm giving a flag as true, TRUE. Okay. And if I try to print the type of this flag, true is not defined. Why? Can anyone tell me?
I think it's expecting capital T.
Sorry?
It is expecting capital T. Otherwise, you have to either mention in quotation.
Okay. Any other value? Any other reason, guys? Why it is why we are getting this? We are not. So here it is giving a suggestion also. Did you mean true? You see this? What is the difference between this true and this true?
Here two are the proper case.
Yes, the T is in capital. Now it is fine. Okay. That is why, guys, not here. We have some where is it? Yep. We have, so this Python programming language has some features. Okay, these features we are going to cover one by one. Okay. First is it is open source. That means it will not cost you anything installing and using this Python. Okay. Second thing we saw yesterday, it is dynamically typed language. Anyone remembers why it is dynamically typed language?
Yes, we don't need to declare first.
We don't need to declare the variable type before using it, right? That is why it is dynamically typed. If you see this, Python is case sensitive. This is very important. That is why you see in case of T, when we are giving a small t, it is not able to get it, right? When you give a capital T, then only this is working. Okay, so this is also important feature. Okay. Other features like high level language, why it is high level language, what is high level language, why it is this is also a very common interview question, why it is platform independent. Okay. So we will be discussing these one by one in the upcoming classes. Indentation also, what is indentation? This also we will cover when we go to if else conditions and those. Okay, we will be covering them. Okay. So right now it is case sensitive. That is why we are getting that output as that. Okay. So relational operators, we have greater than operator. Okay, we have less than. we have greater than equal to, we have less than equal to, we have double equal to. For comparison, we have not equal to. Okay. So let's say A not equal to B, right? Is this a true or false statement, guys?
True.
True.
True, right? So we'll get an output as true. True. Also, if I mention here, both the values are 20. If I give here something like A greater than B, what it is going to give, true or false?
False.
False.
False, right?
Right.
If I give here A greater than or equals to, then in this case,
True.
True.
this case true, right? So these are some things, but we will cover this in the upcoming class because we have already it's already almost 10 o'clock. So we will continue with relational operators in our next class, guys. Okay. We have just started relational operators. We need to cover it in the next class. So whatever we cover, guys, we will just mention this in this document so that we can refer it later. Okay. Any questions, any doubt, guys, anyone? Or any suggestions, like, how we can, you feel anything that is that can be improved, the way I am delivering, the way the pace at which we are going, anything you want, you guys can suggest.
Perfect, bhai.
Yes, right.
Actually, there are background noises while class going on. So kindly mute them if such happens. Sir.
Background voices coming from my end or from other
No,
participants' voice?
not your end, from other side.
Okay. Okay, guys. And what about the pace, guys? The speed at which we are going, is this fine? We want me to go to slow? How is it?
Fine. Not an
The
issue.
speed is fine.
Fine.
Okay, guys. Okay, any other suggestion, guys? Anyone? Okay. If nothing, guys, then next class, guys, this Wednesday we are not going to have any class. This Wednesday I have some some commitments there in the morning. Okay, so our next class will be on Saturday. That is on what is the date? I think 16th, right? Yeah, 16th we have the next class. Okay.
Danish, instead of if you have if you're busy on Wednesday, can you take any other day, because that will actually push one more day, right?
Right. That will push it to one day. Yes. Else, Friday.
Any day is fine.
Friday. We'll confirm that, Gautam. We'll check with other participants also where how much they're
Yes.
comfortable with. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So if no question, guys, so those who have not enrolled yet, guys, if you are interested in enrolling, do like we have the detail in that WhatsApp group, right? You can just do the payment and they will move you to the target group. Because from the next class it will not be, I think, open for all. We will be only sending the meeting invite to the participants who have already enrolled. Okay, that is one thing.
Danish,
Yeah.
do you share any assignments?
Yes, we will have definitely from today onwards, guys. We will be sharing assignments also. We will be sharing with the participants who have enrolled. We will be sharing the assignments. We will be sharing the class notes. All these files that we are that I have shown, that we have worked upon. All these things will be shared, guys. Okay, and yeah, do work on the assignment, guys, because see, listening is one part. This is only 20%. Remaining 80% is what effort you do in doing the assignment. That will actually help you in cementing the concepts. Learning it better. That is the only way to learn any programming language, guys. Okay, so do work on the assignments. Okay. We'll give you the other details in the group, guys, like how do you submit the assignments and how will I check and how will I inform. Okay, these we will be discussing in the group. Okay, guys, so
Sir, next, are we going to have our classes on Graphy or we will continue with Zoom?
Yes, that's a good question. I think we will be moving to Graphy only because that is what it is going on right now. So we will share the details how you can enroll in Graphy.
All right.
Instead